boring dogs, sleepy dogs, 4 bully sticks, 2 blankets, a couch, 2 lazy dogs.